Step 4 in the 5-step time compression formula. It's mind, body, energy. So there was who said, "Hey Steve, I'm impressed with your energy." Somebody said that to me. Who was that? And first of all, I appreciate that, but that's not by accident. It's not by accident. It's by training, it's by ritual, and it's by some of the things I'm going to show you in this next segment. To be able to perform, you need RPMs. Remember, we're going back to the car. Good RPMs creates performance. Ritual programming the mind. Rituals programming the mind. RPMs. See, the mind, body, energy, all of this, if there's not gas in the tank and those RPMs are going, it's not going to matter. You've got to be able to put this on the cord. And you've got to be able to consistently do it. Not one quarter, not two, quarter after quarter after quarter. There's a lot of people that can perform for a short period of time. But do you have the grit to keep going? And this is what we're going to show you in this segment. The first thing, exercise, nutrition, and hydration. I'm just going to talk about this in just general terms. We're not going to do it. This is not a whole exercise nutrition course. But the reality is this. If you're not exercising and you're not ingesting good nutrition, hydrating, it's going to be very difficult to perform. As you've heard me talk about Mark McDonald, he's a good source for the nutrition and exercise. He has a company called VeniceNutrition.com. It's a good source for a good blood sugar stabilization program. I recommend that. But having some cardio and some fitness things involved in your exercise allows the energy to keep flowing. And the hydration is also very important. Hydration is probably one of the things that I see with my high-performing clients that many times they're faltering on, because when you're dehydrated, everything falters. It's like having low oil in the car. So exercise, nutrition, just a couple times a week is all you really need, 20 to 40 minutes, but get it in your program. You don't have to be a championship bodybuilder, but how you perform and the reflection that people see you in is really important. We all go through different phases in life, but who you show up as in reality says something. So let's take care of that engine. Let's take care of that engine right. You've been hearing me talk a lot about mind. And this quote here, I want to read to you. We have learned that our thoughts can switch our genes on and off, altering our brain anatomy. Norman Doidge, The Brain That Changed Itself. It's a great book about the neuroplasticity of the brain. See, we have research now that will show you on fMRIs that when you do certain behaviors, mindfulness, different techniques, it actually changes the structure in your brain. It's not a feel-good activity, it's a functional change in how your brain operates. The book Peak, The Secrets from the New Science of Expertise, Anders Ericsson, a great book, and I want to speak about something that he kind of pioneered. It's called deliberate practice. You can jog every day for an hour for 20 years. Doesn't mean you're going to be an Olympic runner. Would you agree? But if you took that same time, and you might not be an Olympic caliber runner, and you got a coach, and you started timing yourself and started pushing yourself, you've got two different results. Would you agree? The difference is not practice, deliberate practice. Deliberate practice. So how you practice, that's sales calls, that's scheduling, that's performance, makes a difference. And as we go through this section and this whole system, I'm going to give you ways to practice to create rituals that will change your performance. The great thing about rituals is that the body and mind love them. But they don't really care if they're positive or negative. They just like a ritual. I'm going to say that again. You got a ritual of staying in bed 30 minutes after your alarm goes off? Body loves that. Don't have to think, just doing it. But the body and mind also loves a ritual when that alarm clock goes off and you go to the gym. See, the mind, when it's programmed, is not saying good or bad. It's just saying, I don't have to think. So when you start programming behaviors that are positive, that I'm going to help you with, the thinking goes away. I think it was Obama, they were talking to him, he said, why do you always wear a gray or blue suit? He goes, I'm running the free world. Do you think I want to wake up every morning and figure out what suit I'm wearing? I thought it was really funny. But we want to take the positive things and start programming them. Because when that program happens, now you have more space in your brain, your mind, your emotions, more freedom. So the program we were talking about in the mind-body will help you get to that destination faster. Let's talk about mindfulness right now. This is a big part of what I coach. Mindfulness is present moment awareness. It's that simple. When you're totally present, you're mindful. We talked about Einstein and changing time. Mindfulness wasn't around back in Einstein. He wasn't talking about mindfulness, but it is the direct correlation of being present in the moment. Adding to the definition of being curious, which when you're curious, you're engaging without judgment. And when you're mindful and present in single task engagement, you change. So where are all the multitaskers in here? Raise your hand. I heard some champion multitaskers. Great. So for later, I want to know who they are. But when we're single tasked, did you notice when I was asking questions up here that there was a little different exchange? Did you notice that the energy of presence was helping questions being answered? Did you notice that?
Yes.
I wasn't on my phone. I wasn't, hey, in those moments for these exercises, I was directly engaged in the eyes of the person I'm dealing with. Because when you are completely present, and you're going to learn about this tomorrow when I talk about relational communication and how to influence. When you're completely present, it creates a trance with people. So I'm going to give you a little secret. Every person that came up here, and we're going to talk about hypnosis later, but every person that stood up here was in a trance. Mark, did you feel like you were in a trance?
In some ways, yes.
Okay. Did he look like he was in a trance? So let me tell you what a trance is. A trance is you've changed your present reality. So your present reality is my always way of thinking, and I'm going to answer this. When we change that, it puts a trance state. The waves in the brain change. I should give you the background on trance first. So you have an always way of being. Okay? When I shift that, your brain starts to go in a trance. And when you are with the client and completely present, a trance states happen. Here's the good news about influence and connecting with people. We're going a little bit ahead. When the trance state starts, resistance starts to go away. You create the trance by being present. Now I'm going to just tell you this. You can use this for good or bad. It's like anything. A surgeon's scalpel can be good or bad. So when you start learning these techniques of being present with people, you become different than about 99% of everyone else out there. How many of you have been in a meeting trying to connect with somebody, talk to them about a deal or something, they got the phone? Wait, hold on a second. How many? Raise your hand. Everyone in the room. How many of you have done that to somebody? Raise your hand. It's okay. Once you start training yourself to not do that, now you're going to see things you never saw before. A facial expression, a voice tone change. See, the exchange of energy and information is not just the words, but if you're used to just texting and not being present, you're missing stuff, folks. You're missing deals, I'm telling you right now. It's not good or bad, it's just what it is. If you want more deals, you got to be more present. That simple. So the mindfulness part is very simple. You start practicing being present, doing one task at a time. I'm going to talk about multitasking a little bit later, but practicing when you're here, you're here. When you're home, you're home. As soon as you start, I can't help it, I got to talk about multitasking right now. As soon as you start multitasking, you're a big multitasker, right? Get up here. Come up here. You haven't been up here yet. We just want to get you up here. Where's the mic? You got the mic?
Yeah.
Great. So a couple things about multitasking. Every piece of research, come on up, welcome. Every piece of research, and there are hundreds of them now, say one thing, that when you multitask, you get a lot more stuff done at a lesser quality. Now, in some areas that's okay. That's totally okay. But here's the thing that most people don't realize, and this is a big thing, and it's a game changer. It changes how your brain functions. See, there is no way to segment out, I multitask over here, but when I'm with a person, now I'm totally present. Now you can do that, you're just not going to be as good at it. Because you're training your brain to be stimulated in multiple ways. So all the research says you can actually do a lot more. You're just going to do everything at a gear lower. Now here is nature's trick. You want to hear it?
Sure.
It's the trick. Are you having fun up here?
I'm having a great time.
You got to tell your face that. Just kidding. Here's the thing. There's this nature's trick. Okay? And it's called dopamine. Anyone know what dopamine is? It's like the chemical of cocaine. See, these multiple tasks make you feel good. Tons of research on texting now. When you get a text and respond to it, dopamine.
Sorry, I apologize.
No problem. So you got to just know that you're training as you multitask, you're training your brain to be less efficient and less present. Now, tell me why you like to multitask.
Because I feel like I'm doing a lot of really good stuff.
Okay.
Quickly, and
Awesome.
I just feel like I'm getting a lot done.
Yeah, so she just answered what I just said. She feels like and I'm not saying she's not getting a lot done. And what I suggest, if you do want to multitask, is take low-value activities and put them in a short period of time. But the thing here is what you got to understand. If you're running your life, and listen, we're busy, I get it, but you're training your brain not to be present on one thing. Every single piece of research on multitasking says everything goes down another notch. So it's not bad or good, we're just having a dialogue. So where's there an area you don't multitask?
I'm pretty much always multitasking.
Are you in a relationship?
Yes, I'm married.
Awesome. So in your relationship, are you multitasking in your relationship?
And we have 4 kids, so I mean, at night, at home, I always have 50 things going on.
So, but here's a question, where are you not?
When I'm sleeping,
Okay. And so we're just having a dialogue. It's not wrong or bad. But I understand you have kids. But here's the thing. When you're multitasking, you're no longer present with yourself. You guys got that? It's not with yourself. So I'm going to give you some really great encouragement. It's going to be the next part. To spend 5 minutes with yourself. You're going to be shocked that you don't do it. See, part of the mindfulness practice is some meditation. Not sitting on a mountain. You don't have to have bells and chimes. I want to show you how to do it. There's a couple practices. But as we're not with ourselves, that means we're actually not being our best. It's not a criticism.
no, yesterday you asked us to write down, I think, something that we wanted if we had extra time, and I said time with myself. That was what I wrote down, so.
Another lucky 7. I'm out of money, so anyway.
Here.
So here's the thing. Time with self allows us to continue to expand. When we're no longer present with self, we have the tendency now to live an outside-in life. We have a tendency to drift, and we have a tendency now to no longer honor ourselves. See, as a mom, you got a massive role. You got a business and a mom. But as a mom, a lot of times we get programmed to take care of everyone else first, right?
That's absolutely right.
Right. But at the end of the day, the more you drop down and how you're taken care of, it's directly affecting your kids. Would you agree? Mm-hmm. Okay. So in the next 7 days, what are you going to do for yourself? Give me one thing.
In the next 7 days.
Yep. You're not leaving until you come up with something. Then we want an accountability partner. Give me, what do you do? Get something that you can do for you.
You got 5 minutes.
No, I don't ever think.
Did you say,
about it.
did you hear what she said?
I said
I don't even think about what I want and I don't know. Let's switch gears for a second. What do you want for your business? Why are you here?
I want to be successful.
Okay. So what's the one thing? Okay. So what I'm asking you to do is create some freedom inside for you. See, if you're wrapped up, multitasking, stressed out, you're going to feel that with your clients. So just give me one thing you like to do. Do you like to get a massage? You like to walk? You bike? Where do you live?
Sure, I live in Kansas City.
Okay, awesome. Okay, what do you like to do there for fun?
I work.
But
Workaholic.
right. But so I want folks. This is serious, and she's a great lady. I'm asking her what she does for fun. I know you enjoy your kids.
I love my kids. Yeah.
Right, but
being a
you're-
mother is fun.
I
but
got it.
I don't know that if you ask me what I do for fun, I would say my children. I mean,
That's a job.
it's a
I know
job. It's a second career.
Right, of course it is. It's one of the most highest level jobs you could ever do.
Sure.
So give me one thing you like to do.
I like to get a pedicure.
Great.
I do that once a month
Okay,
usually.
okay. What else do you like to do?
I love sports.
Okay.
I was an athlete in college. I played basketball.
Awesome.
I don't get to do that much. I don't
Okay.
have time for it.
So I'm gonna just help her out, okay? We are not on this planet to work and die, folks. If you're working to die, you're gonna get that. But then here's the thing, you'll probably get it a little sooner. Because fun and excitement and curiosity keeps you young and vibrant, okay? So I'm just gonna give you one extra thing to do. Just get an extra mani-pedi during the, will you get an extra one?
Sure.
How much are they?
Like $30.
Okay, I'm gonna pay for it. Okay, what do we got here?
I thought you didn't have any more money.
I lied. Okay, I'm gonna give her 30 bucks, but here's the thing. The next person's getting a 5, okay? But I'm only giving you this 30 bucks if you promise to get your little mani-pedi, whatever, 2 weeks sooner than you would.
Okay.
You promise?
Promise.
Who are you gonna be accountable to? You gotta email Pat.
Okay.
I want a picture.
Okay, there you go.
Pat's place will cost like $100.
That's,
so
all right. That's okay. Find another one. Great job. Give her a hand. So I'm going to get back to mindfulness because I really want you to get this. This is how you change time. And my suggestion is you start practicing being present. I'm going to give you some things how to practice, but this is the fastest tool to get more time back. Remember what I talked about, a minute on a hot stove? Feels like hours? Because you're retracting away from the now. When you're present in the challenging situations, the good ones, time changes. See, most people want to retract away from painful experience. Oh, I don't want to experience that. I want to get away from that. But time slows. And you never expand your ability or capacity to deal with stress and resilience. So by being mindful, practicing mindfulness, like I said, I spent 3 years at UCLA going through their program. I've been in Japan, Thailand, from the ancient teachings. But for me to bring it to you, the ancient teachings are great, but I want modern results. I'm going to share some of the processes, very simple to do. Benefits of meditation: sense of peace, of balance, reduce feelings of anxiety and anger, reduce pain, increase blood flow, energy, helps reverse heart disease, control thoughts, reduce stress. Thousands of studies now on mindfulness and meditation. Thousands. Okay, so would you like to learn how to meditate in 3 minutes? Yeah. Okay, one person? Okay, just you.
Yes.
Okay, yes, great. Okay, very simple. I'm going to give you the fast and easy version. It's this simple. If you were a monk in Thailand, what I'm going to instruct you on would be your instruction for the first year of being a monk. In general, it's this. Young monk comes to old monk, says, what do I do? Old monk says, here's what you're going to do. For every minute that you're not doing the assignments in monkland, you're going to sit and you're going to do one thing. You're going to pay attention to your breath. You're just going to sit, put your attention on your belly, watch it rise and fall. And if you have a thought or a feeling, just go, that's a thought or a feeling, you're going to come back for your breath. That's what you're going to do for 1 year. There's not going to be magical teachings. There's not going to be unicorn and fairy dust. You're just going to sit there every minute past your work, and you're going to practice that. And that activity is not to get you someplace. So I want to be really clear. What I'm about to teach you is not to get you calm or present. It's to get you present with you. And you can be angry, you can be calm, you can be pissed off, joyful, you can be all of it. But it's learning to be with what is. Because when you learn to be with what is, you will expand into space. Oh, I've got a difficult person? I'm leaning in. Do you ever see me anywhere go, oh, that's a difficult person, I got to get away from them? Because we're all difficult in some ways. I have to be able to lean in. Expand space. When Mark was up here, geez, I couldn't help it. I had to give him a hug. That's how close I got into the space. That's what I was drawn to do. So it's a space issue, and when you engage, you change results in time. You alter time. Days can go like this. which is a positive. Remember, if you're shooting for a goal, and each day you wake up vibrant and ready to go, and you're like, wow, that was just like yesterday. That's a good thing, because you're experiencing life, you're present. But if you're going for goals, you may be like, oh my God, a week? What's that do to your spirit, your soul? So we're going to practice. Real simple. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. I'm going to give you the monk's basic instructions. Okay? Just notice your breath for a minute. Notice your belly rising and falling. That's right. But just enough energy and attention to stay awake and listen. Because I know you had a powerful day. Now bring your attention right to your belly button. And as you breathe, notice your belly rising and falling. Just notice it. And here's the thing about noticing it. Whatever thought or feeling comes up, you don't need to shift or change anything, just be with it. Oh, that's a thought, that's a feeling. And come back to your breath. And as those thoughts and feelings come in, just identify thought, feeling, back to your breath. The mind can be a wild thing. You're not trying to even control it. All you're doing is just being with what is, in this moment, without judging it. Being with you. And when you're with you, that means whatever's happening with you, it's okay. Take a deep breath in, hold it, smile inside, and open your eyes. Great job. So what I just instructed you, folks, it's really this simple. Now, I'm going to tell you how something very simple can be very difficult to put in your schedule. I teach this all the time. For me, is generally a 20-minute meditation a day. I'm not asking you to do 20 minutes. You don't need to do 20 minutes. And there's periods of time where I'm hitting it every day, and there's periods of time when I'm not. That's okay. The whole thing is, my suggestion is put 3 minutes in a day. Do it in the morning, sit. And the whole goal is not to get anywhere. It's to come back when you drift. You see, it's training yourself to be right here. You may meditate one day and be really uncomfortable. Totally okay. In this mindfulness style, because the more you can create tolerance in there and being with what is, the more you can be with a client you freaking can't stand. The more you can be in a situation where you're frustrated and you're not reacting. See, the more mindful you are, the higher you perform. Every athlete at its highest level, every performance you've ever done, business, in the arts, sports, you were present at your top performance, whatever level you're at. So I'm going to give you one other tool. Pat loves this one. It's another really quick mindfulness technique. It's a little more technical and easy. Okay, close your eyes. It's called head, heart, body. It's very simple. You can start your day with this, middle of your day, big decisions. You want to use this technique, in my opinion. You first start with this. Put your attention on your head right now. Are you thinking about earlier today, yesterday? Just whatever's going on in your mind right now, in your head. Just identify it, be with it. Once again, though, you don't have to judge it or change it. Just notice what's there. Notice what's there. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Bring your attention right to your heart now. Notice what emotion you're having. What mood are you in? Be with what it is. You're just identifying. I'm happy, I'm sad, I'm frustrated, I'm calm, I'm ready to fall asleep. Just notice your mood. Deep breath in. Exhale, come right down into your body, get right back to your diaphragm, right at your belly button. And notice how your body feels. With your attention on your belly, just notice. Is there tension in my body? Is there relaxation? Oh, there's some pain in my back. Oh, there's calmness in my shoulders. Just notice what physically, how you're feeling. Once again, you don't need to fix or change anything. Just be with what is. Now, I want you to connect like in a superhighway in your mind, your head, your heart, and your body. And have that highway open for communication and see if there's an intuitive message for you right now. See what comes up. It may be conscious or it might be subconscious. But maybe there's something that comes up. Oh, you know what? I got to get some water. You know what? I got to be easy with. Just see what that message is, if there's a message. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Open your eyes up. The head, heart, body technique is an awesome, one of the best recentering devices in your day. When you're ready to make critical decisions, when you're doing deals, you're getting caught up in the day, the flow of the day. And this is basically like how you're checking the gauges on your car. Wow, my blood sugar is really low. I got to get something before I have that conversation. You know what? I notice I've been sitting all day. My back and hamstrings are super tight. I got to go stretch it out. It's giving you inner messages to navigate the best course of that GPS. And believe me, when you start doing it, recenters your highest cognitive function to perform. Highest cognitive function to perform.